Hey guys, I thought I'd make a short review and share my comments and thoughts about the HTC Desire 620 after spending some time with it. I have to say, first things first, the design. I quite like it, I still like it. It feels solid, it feels sturdy, it feels firm and durable. But I have to say it's quite large and quite heavy. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm sure some of you will find the weight to be a disadvantage. I quite like it. It feels solid in the hand. So the phone is quite large. On the other hand, it does have the 5-inch screen, but if you look at it, you can see the bezels are quite thick, and I believe that's not so necessary. On the other hand, I can understand, I believe they are going for the HTC One look, as it copies it in many elements, and that's not a bad thing. It reminds people of the much more expensive HTC One. One other thing that kind of bothered me was the positioning of the power button. Well, maybe that's just me, but after a week I still hadn't gotten used to it being so low because the volume rocker is above it, so I kept pushing volume down, but that's not a major deal, and I believe anybody should get used to it real soon. And if you've come in from another HTC phone, that you should already be familiar with that. Okay, so let's talk a little about performance. First of all, I have to say, for this being a mid-range phone, I was pleasantly surprised. It showed very little lag. It showed, I would say, decent performance. All the time keeping the battery life quite long, I have to say. Using it to go to work 5 days a week, I basically got a day and a half of moderate usage. So some web browsing, some instant messaging, a few calls, and it would last me a day and a half. So I would charge it in the morning, charge it over the night. So let's say I would start using it at 7 a.m., use it the whole day, not charge it during the night, go to work again and come home maybe at 5 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock, then I would have to charge it again. So I would say the battery performs quite well. Interesting thing for me was the gallery app. Now I've got only a few shots from the camera, but the phone supports micro SD cards, and I've got a primary daily driver, out of which I've taken the micro SD card containing about 2000 pictures, photographs. When I put that micro SD card in this phone, the gallery app opened the thumbnails much quicker than my daily driver, which is a Samsung Galaxy S4, so it's not a bad device. And actually I was surprised that the HTC managed to open up and show the thumbnails much quicker. I'm not really sure what's the reason or what's the explanation behind that, but certainly it is a praise for the HTC Desire 620. If you're interested in some benchmark scores, here you can see how it scored. Let's see the whole history. Okay, we've got only 3 tests performed, and these are the results. So I would say not bad, but really nothing spectacular. I must say I was quite pleasantly surprised with the camera app, considering the price of the phone and the market segment it competes in. There are plenty modes and options for taking pictures and video. I'm just going to show you some of them quickly. As you can see, you can adjust the ISO setting. You can then adjust the EV balance. You can adjust the lighting settings, and there are also all of these modes. So for instance, this is quite fun. All of these can be adjusted further. So if you like to play with your photos before you take them and not in the after process, the HTC 620, I'm sorry, really offers a lot of options for you. Another interesting thing is Zoe, which can easily be accessed through the gallery app. So if we open the camera shots folder, here we see 3 shots I've taken recently, but this top one is actually Zoe's vision. Which creates a slideshow accompanied with some themes and music, so you can make cute little videos to share and to show to others. If you are not new to HTC, you're quite probably familiar with their vertical app drawer. That was news to me, but that really doesn't take a long time to get used to, and after some time with the HTC I really cannot say if I'd rather have the vertical or the much more usual horizontal app drawer. So, is there anything I don't like about the HTC Desire 620? Well, I would have to say the major thing for me was the screen brightness. Although the screen is quite nice to use for watching videos, for web browsing, for texting, for basically everything, the brightness of the screen is sometimes not sufficient, even when set to max. When texting in direct sunlight or in bright, shiny, sunshiny days, you can see how the letters on the keyboard are white on a dark gray background, but all these punctuations and delete and enter keys are not white. They are also bright gray on a dark gray surface, and they are practically invisible when it's very sunny outside. So that would be my major not a problem, but my major a setback I would have to emphasize. Otherwise, performance wise, battery life wise, design form factor wise, and of course taking into consideration the price of this phone, I could honestly and genuinely recommend it to anyone who's thinking of buying one. So thank you very much for watching my short review of this HTC Desire 620. If you've got any questions, please leave them below in the comments and I will try to answer them in the shortest time possible. And until our next video, you have a nice time. Bye.